you love training heavy in the gym, not even dealing with an injury, maybe somebody's even told you that you need to stop training altogether, I know exactly how you feel. I've been on both sides of the spectrum with this. I've been the person who got injured and was told, hey, you need to stop lifting heavy. And I've also been the person to help people get back in the gym, lifting heavy, training hard after an injury. My name is Jake Suva. I'm a physical therapist and a strength and conditioning coach, and it's my goal to give you everything that you need to stay training in the gym, doing the things you love without somebody telling you that you need to stop doing it. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and how I can help you achieve that same result, getting back to pain-free lifting. So starting when I was in college, I started to get into weightlifting. I really wanted to get into powerlifting at that time. So I was going with deadlifts and squats and benches, and I was probably not doing the best to manage my workloads when it came to squats and deadlifts. I was doing a lot of as many reps as possible sets, sometimes on the same day. And this is before I really knew anything about anything. So I was a little reckless, right? I ended up getting hurt, and was months where I was even getting put on some weird paths of what this diagnosis might be. And looking back on it, I'm shocked that I even went down this route and didn't know any better. Like I said, I didn't know anything about anything. I just knew my back hurt. So we went to a back doctor who had said that I would have to give up strength training, like lifting heavy. It's like, yeah, you should be doing heavy lifts. And no real context for anything. Didn't ask any questions what my volume looked like. Didn't ask to watch a video for him. Of course not. But just told me, yeah, I should stop that. Just a blanket statement. And I went on my way, and eventually the back pain went away, and I stopped doing things I love to do in the gym. And then we got to the point where I got into PT school, and then I started to learn a little bit of something about something. And then started taking the principles that I learned and applied them to myself. And then looking back on my injury, I saw, man, I was missing out on so many things. Like my mobility was trash. I wasn't working on it at all. I wasn't doing any of the proper movements to really support my main lifts anyways. I wasn't doing things the right way. My volume was crazy. I wasn't doing what I needed to do to recover right. So when I looked at that, what you can hear is that I never once said, wow, squats and deadlifts were the wrong thing to be doing, because they're not. And I eventually got back to doing those things, but I created a plan that was built around building up my weaknesses, and really it was things I hadn't even seen before. So if I would have just listened to the advice that was given to me, I would have just stopped training heavy altogether and then never really revisited it. And to this day, knock on wood, been training pain-free squats, deadlifts, benches, and everything else that I want to do. And this injury really gave me a layer of empathy that I wouldn't have otherwise had, because when people come in to see me now and they tell me this exact thing, like these people were told not to lift heavy anymore, and they tell me, well, I can't do that. I'd be like, yeah, as I don't think you should, at least until we've ruled every other thing out, because there's so much that we can look at. So I don't want you to give up something that you love just because of some problem that was really fixable and it was just not taken care of properly. That's where I think it really helps me coming in as a physical therapist and a strength coach. I know how to rehab properly, and I also know how to help you reach that next level of peak performance once you're feeling better. So just know that if somebody is telling you that you should stop doing what you love to do, and they're not really asking any of these questions to dive deeper into the problem, it's time that you find new help. We'll get into it in a different video, and I'll kind of explain really why I view life this way and why I don't think that we should quit these things, but we'll save that for a different time. It's a little bit longer to talk about. If you're ready to start training pain-free again, and you're tired of other people telling you no without really diving into the problem, then make sure you hit the follow button. I want to make sure we get you back on the right path. And I'll see you in the next video.